Hi, Jyoti.
Hi, how are you, Alpa?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Great. So, hello to all of our listeners and a very warm welcome to you all. The topic today that we are going to talk about is guidelines for setup, safety, and precautions. But some of you who are our regular listeners might recollect that we had been talking about oils and other mediums for massage. And we would just like to touch upon one or two last pointers about oils. So let's start the session with that, Jyoti.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, let's do that. So, what I want to touch upon is are there any tips on how to store the oils?
Yes, sure. For starters, we need very little oil for a baby's massage every time, like, not even 5 ml. We should therefore ideally try to buy not very large pack size, buy smaller pack size. Whatever you take out from the bottle, if you use it, do not pour it back. So it makes sense to take out very little at a time or have your bottle in a way in a glass bottle where you have a spray contraption on the top so you can spray or pour it out only however much you need. Store ideally in glass bottles away from sunlight in a cool place, so they don't get rancid or oxidized very fast.
Right.
Yeah, about storing I would say that.
Okay, okay. Those are great pointers. And other thing I would like to bring over here is in Indian traditions, we have heard about various uptons and scrubs, which are believed to make the complexion better or to remove the body hair. So, what are your
Hmm.
thoughts about this?
Um, we recommend that for the first few months, do not use too many things on your baby's skin. Baby skin is very delicate. It's more porous. It's more fragile than an adult. It's immature. So please do not
Right,
keep doing things that give increase the chances of reactions, rashes. The baby has to process all of this, the skin has to process, the system has to process. So we recommend no abrasive items. Uptons and scrubs and all are not required. We feel that the hair will fall out with will we'll be able to remove the hair, change the complexion. Actually, hair in the beginning that the baby is born with will fall off anyway in the first few weeks. Complexion will take first few months to stabilize. After that is
right,
what the baby has is genetic. So our recommendation is no abrasive things, no things that you don't know the potency of, the standardization of, um,
hmm,
adulteration, etc. You don't know what you are getting from the market and what you're putting. So please
right,
be mindful of these things before you do anything on your baby's skin. If at all you insist on doing something like maybe put a mild, smooth uh, lape or something on a baby's body where you are not scrubbing the baby's body.
hmm. Okay, okay,
So that's my thoughts. And then, Alpa, I want to, in fact, now conclude this and move on to some of the things, and would love to hear from you. For example, when we as adults go for a massage, we go
hmm,
to a spa, there's candles, there's music, there's nice, soft, dim lighting. We all have come to expect that in our spa treatment. And It's a very quiet atmosphere, and the therapist is silently doing the treatment, focused on the treatment. So I just wanted to, go from there and see, is is the environment important? Is it important to have a certain feel when we start massaging our babies. Do we really need a spa environment? If not, then what is it that we need for a baby?
So, talking about the environment for massage, the environment which is ideal and recommended for a baby massage can be very different from what perception we have when we go for a spa treatment. But yes, a suitable environment is important. And how do we create that suitable environment? So, a few things to keep in mind over here. Choose an area, a room where you and your baby can focus and concentrate on each other with as less external distractions as possible. The temperature in the room, the ambient temperature is 26 to 28 degrees. Uh, Direct air conditioned draft on the baby or a fan overhead on the baby is not recommended. Similarly, a bright light shining right on a baby's face is also not recommended, because as you and me might also see that dancing circles in front of our eyes when we have very bright light shining on right on our eyes. Babies also do experience the same. Other than that, talking about the environment, so soft lighting is recommended. The floor is the safest place to massage the baby, and it's recommended to place the baby on a clean, comfortable surface, ideally a changing mattress covered with a disposable liner and a soft sheet or towel. Direct contact with wool or fleece may irritate baby's skin, so one should be mindful of that. And disposable liner is recommended because many of you would have experienced that the baby tends to pee or poop during a massage session or right after a massage session.
Hmm.
Yes,
Great, great.
yes,
So what I'm hearing is that so we don't really need candles and aromas, but
yes,
we do need a calm and a quiet and undistracted environment. So yes, I agree. We
correct.
don't need candles. In fact, they may be a hazard around small children. Hot drinks, etc., may be a hazard, but
You're right.
definitely a calm, yeah, calm environment with no harsh lights on the baby's eyes. Yes, I agree. And even the aroma, right? We don't. I think we don't need diffusers, etc., because, like we have mentioned in the past, Alpa, we don't really want, these smells interfering with the bonding process
Yeah,
between the mother and the baby, which also happens by the sense of smell baby has. They recognize their moms or dads by that. Absolutely.
yeah.
Wonderful. Also, just to ask, you mentioned that fan and AC draft should not be directly on the babies. What about if there is a heater? Is it okay to put the baby directly in front of the heater?
That is also not recommended, and it could be actually a hazard, so it is best not to keep any electrical gadgets next to the baby, within the baby's reach.
Right. Also, all the cords, dangling cords, hot drinks, etc., that
All
might be
of
a
that.
hazard. Right, all of that.
Yes,
And also, I think why we mentioned don't have fans, ACs, or heating appliances right next to the baby, because babies don't have thermoregulation. Their temperature will drop or go up. And, the ambient temperature, like Alpa said, 26 to 28 degrees, 30 degrees centigrade is fine. But do not place the baby directly in draft of these things. Wonderful.
correct,
So
correct.
what about, like, at times when, if you go for a treatment, your therapist is talking to someone else, talking to the next therapist, or on takes the phone call in between. And I personally don't like that at all. So, how when a parent is massaging their baby, is there any way that they need to kind of mentally prepare
Yes.
themselves or
So
be there for the massage? Yeah,
okay, okay, yeah. So I did mention like choose a area or a room with where the baby and the mother can focus and concentrate on each other with least distractions possible. So yes, ideally even the mom should not be like watching a television series, catching up on some show while massaging the baby, or calling up her friend or someone and chatting away while giving massage to the baby, because that kills the whole purpose of massage, where the whole idea is bonding with the baby and interacting with the baby with your voice, with eye contact included. So yes, that is also a point to keep in mind. And you mentioned how to prepare like yourself and how to prepare baby for the massage. So a few
yeah,
things I would like to mention over here. How to prepare yourself. So you, the mother, should wear comfortable clothing. Uh, yes, and the nails should be clipped. No jewelry. Remove any jewelry if you are wearing any jewelry while giving massage to the baby. Make yourself comfortable, support yourself with the cushions or pillows, and how to prepare your baby for the massage. So the baby should be placed in front of you, as I mentioned earlier, on a mat, a soft mat lined with a disposable liner, covered with a soft blanket or a towel, in a way that the mother can make a eye contact with the baby. So that is the ideal position. The baby's skin should be cleaned. The mother's hand also should be washed with a mild soap, preferably a soap which has no added scent to it, unscented soap. The baby's skin should also be cleaned before the massage. Yeah, so these are a few of the things right on top of my head which I can think of how to prepare oneself and the baby for
right,
massage, and other things that we already discussed. No AC,
right,
no no fan, etc., etc. No hot cold drinks, no electrical gadgets, no cables or cords. So all those
right.
things to keep in mind while preparing yourself, your baby, and the environment for the massage.
Okay, right, right. So, absolutely, absolutely. And another thing is that, like Alpa said, make you should be able to make eye contact and talk to your baby. The whole idea being that it is an interaction between the baby and the parent. So whether it's the mom or the dad or the grandmom, the idea is for those 5-10 minutes to engage with the baby. So forget about your gadgets, your distractions. Just like we don't like somebody being distracted during a conversation, the baby can also make out if we are distracted by something else. So a great idea would be to take a few deep breaths, do a little bit of stretching, relax
Yes, that too.
and be present in the moment. Right, right. Just try to take a
Right.
few seconds to say, check in with the baby and mentally be present yourselves in that moment to enjoy. Because we can all tell when, if we are having a conversation and the other person's mind is not there or they are distracted. Similarly, the baby can tell. So, yes,
Of course, of
um,
course.
right, right.
And
So,
one
a
more thing
very
which I
important
feel I
also,
missed
right?
out. Yes, it is.
Hmm.
And I just feel I missed out on something which I would like to cover over here, is to keep
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
materials that you are going to require, keep it handy. Maybe it be the massage oil, it
Hmm.
can be some extra towels or tissues. So whatever you need, keep it handy beforehand. And keep it handy in a way which is handy for you, but it is still away from baby's reach, so we can avoid any spills or any accidents. So that is one thing also
Right.
to keep in mind.
Great, great. Alpha, any contraindications or precautions when massaging a baby that one people that parents should keep an eye out for?
Yes, so I can talk about a few, you would say, contraindications or precautions to practice while doing baby massage. We can begin with, let me see, like if the baby has any skin infections or there's a broken skin or rashes, so application of oil is not recommended on those areas. Secondly, no pouring of oil into ears, eyes, navel, nostrils. Any of this is not recommended unless it is advised and prescribed by an Ayurvedic physician and it is done under their supervision. Another thing about when to start massage, only when the umbilical stump has fallen off and the area has healed. So we ideally wait for 3 weeks to start the massage strokes for the baby. Another thing to keep in mind over here is to control your touch. The strokes and pressures should be appropriate for the baby's age and developmental phase. The strokes and the pressure should be gentle yet firm, slow and rhythmic.
Hmm. Hmm.
Another thing
Hmm.
to keep in
Yeah.
mind over here is we do not massage the baby when the baby has fever or any kind of diarrhea or any other sickness. There are a
Hmm.
few areas
Hmm.
to avoid while giving massage to the baby. For example, we do not massage very close to the eyes of the baby. The front of the neck is a very sensitive area. We do not massage the front of the neck, the throat, the bones, the joints, and the genitals. So these are the areas we do not massage. Never leave the baby unattended. Of course, it's very common, but sometimes, one tends to forget very normal and common things. So just mentioning over here, never leave your baby unattended. Uh, and no pinching, squeezing, or pressing hard on the nipples of the baby to remove the witch's milk. No extra strong pressure applied on the head of the baby to kind of fuse the bones and make the face, make the skull round, because these things will are normal and it will take its due time to come to a regular shape. I mentioned the head, but same goes with no pinching of the nose, no pulling of the legs to make them long, no pulling of the neck to make the neck long. So these are some of the things to keep in mind, what not to do.
Hmm. Hmm.
Anything else you
Hmm.
would like
Great.
to add over here, Jyoti?
Some parents have also asked us in the in the past that the Malish Wali recommended for boys to pull back the foreskin
Yes,
during massage.
yes. So that is not recommended. Also, it is not recommended to pull the baby boy's foreskin to clean the
Okay.
area.
Okay, okay. Now it's common and normal for babies to receive vaccination. And after, the vaccination takes time to have its effect. And of course, the baby needs our hugs and comfort and cuddles during that time. But
Yes.
Ideally, after how much time of vaccination should we do a full body massage? What's your take on this?
Ideally, after 48 hours, it is safe to continue with your regular full body massage for the baby. And until then, as you
Hmm.
mentioned, it's a great idea to comfort the baby through skin to skin, hold, rock the baby, any of the ways to just soothe the baby, but no massage strokes.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, okay, great. So I think with that we have been able to give a pretty good idea for parents who want to start massaging their babies, how to prepare themselves, their babies, keep their materials, etc. handy. A calm, comfortable, soothing, safe, hygienic environment and which allows us to interact nicely with the baby. That's what we are looking for. Thank you,
Correct.
Alpa, so much for all the inputs.
And
And
thank you,
anything else
Jyoti.
that you'd like to say? Hmm.
Uh, just one maybe last pointer from my side. Always follow the guidance of the your child's doctor when in doubt. In case of
Hmm.
any skin abnormality, or there is a rash or there is a broken skin, so do consult your pediatrician and follow the pediatrician's advice.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, and thanks a lot. And we have a question from Shine. How far baby wipes are safe for newborn baby? Would absolutely
Hmm.
depend on the ingredients. And again, that's something check with your pediatrician what they say. We have spoken about the some of the ingredients earlier, though this doesn't fall under the preview of our baby massage. So best to check with other parents what they are doing, look at the ingredients or check with your physician.
Right,
All right.
right.
With that, thank you so much, everybody, and see you next Monday. Bye.
Thank you, and bye.
Thank you for watching. For more such videos, do like, share, and subscribe to the First Parents.